Today we have a problem in America. Today 78 million Americans struggle every day with regulating their weight and maintaining their health. And this is despite the fact that Fitbit last year made $2 billion in revenue. And this is despite the fact that we spend $38 billion annually on health and fitness. So why is this? Why do we spend so much money unsuccessfully at regulating America's weight? And the answer is quite simple, and that's that being healthy is hard. Tracking what you eat, tracking what is in what you eat, and tracking how much you eat is a difficult task, and one that we set out to correct. Today, you manually have to sit down after every meal and put in estimates of what you ate to get a good readout of how you've been doing with your diet. Good afternoon, my name is Rick Housley, and today I'm here to talk to you about our solution, NutriByte. With our system, our users simply have to take a photo. All right, so how does it work? That sounds a bit like magic. Well, let's say you have your traditional plate of chicken, rice, and broccoli. Our users would just take a picture of that plate and pass it off to our server. And that's where all the magic happens. Our server takes that image and fragments it using image processing into those 3 different foods, that chicken, that broccoli, and that rice. We then use crowdsourcing to label those images, so we know what they are. And using dimensional analysis in our databases, we're able to perform lookups of what the nutritional content of that food is. And we're able to provide our users a detailed readout of the nutritional details of the foods they consume throughout the day, throughout the week, and ultimately throughout the year. And this entire process just costs us $7.50 a month per user. Now, we plan on providing this as a subscription model to our users at $30 a month, so you can see there's quite a margin there. And with the scalability, those costs go significantly down, and our things go significantly up. So, nutrition tracking used to be hard, and now it is as easy as taking a picture. Thank you.
Couple questions? Yeah. Go ahead.
How does the crowdsourcing you mentioned tie in?
Sure, I'd love to talk about that. So we actually use a service called Amazon's Mechanical Turk. So we take those fragmented images, again, using that example I used in the presentation, chicken, broccoli, and rice, and you have an image of those 3 things, and they're provided to this user base on Amazon Mechanical Turk, where we pay people around 2 cents an image to identify what is in that image. And that's what allows us to get a very high accuracy in determining what our users are eating, as well as keeping our costs very low.
Have you considered using IBM's Watson?
We haven't yet, but we'll think about that.
Yep.
Especially if we've been thinking about Microsoft when he was there, something. Yeah, there we go.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so in terms of crowdsourcing, what's been a sample size of the population you've been using so far, and how accurate has it been?
Of course. So this entire project so far has been proving out the technology. So to be honest, we've been using actually Mechanical Turk Sandbox, and so we haven't released this to the population yet. However, we have done some looking at what people are doing today, and they're of course like transcribing receipts and things like that. Our tasks are much simpler, and right now they're charging around 5 cents for that, and the turnaround time for that is at least a day. So we expect at least as good performance as that, if not significantly better. Of course, as we scale, our user base and our hit base, the Turk base really, will increase as well.
Good job. We got to move on, unfortunately. The scores on presentation. Got it. And the scores on business viability, and if Solar Squad could make their way out. In the meantime, in case you're not aware, Microsoft does have a full suite of very startup-friendly services, and you should talk to Nick Landry, who's sitting up here, about them. All right.